blowing, so don't leave me hanging. I'm coming for you, I'm coming for you.
Hey everybody, what's going on? My name's Archer Live, and welcome to the second episode of 5 Questions with Archer Live, the Q&A series that I started to keep going for as long as I can, as long as we keep getting questions. The gameplay I've got today for you guys is from the new DLC map Black Ops 3, or Drak from the Awakening DLC. I get mixed up my words so much, but this is the 5th time I've done the intro, so I'm not going to restart it again. It's not very long, it's like about 10 minutes because there are so many times in this map where I've kind of messed up, and theatre mode, like I said, is quite dodgy for me, so I couldn't find a better game in the recordings, although I have done better, trust me, I'm not lying. So if this ends, then we might have a problem, and I might just have to fiddle around on Black Ops 3 somehow. So let's get straight into this anyway, with the very first question, which comes from MU19 Forever, who has asked, who was your inspiration for YouTube? I can't really say who was my inspiration as such, but I could say who kind of is my inspiration, but even then I don't know who I could say really who I think inspires me, because I tend to kind of be my own person when I do YouTube. I don't tend to follow anyone else. But I suppose if you're talking about video styles, then I saw a lot of the GTA 5 funny music videos from Coatlane in 17. You might have heard of him, this Swedish YouTuber. He stopped doing them about half a year ago now at least. But that gave me the idea to do them. I didn't just come up with it by myself. I know that sounds like, oh, you copied his songs, but no. Actually copying the songs they used, or the stuff they did in the songs. If I did the same songs, I didn't copy what he did in it. So I suppose the idea for the music mashups came from there. When I started out YouTube, I thought I could be a kind of Vanos style YouTuber when I did the funny moments, and I very quickly learned that wasn't going to happen because I wasn't exactly very good. But other than that, I can't really say that I had many other inspirations. I just kind of set out to do my own thing, and that's still what I stand by now. And I don't see any other thing that I can say towards inspiration, so I know it's not the perfect answer, but I hope it answers your question. Okay, and next question comes from Mad Kezi, who has asked, did you ever regret starting a YouTube channel? I've never regretted it, because for a lot of people, if they say, oh, I don't have a social life because of YouTube, I don't do this because of YouTube, I failed this exam in college because of YouTube, the way that I have always done this channel, and the way that I will always continue to do this channel, is as a hobby. It's not my main focus. You guys know that. You can appreciate that. I'm in college, I'm doing A-levels. It takes up enough of the time as it is. So for me to just do a video every now and again, it's a nice little kind of chill for me. I can just do what I want, just talk to you guys, keep you guys entertained, and I'm not kind of sticking to any schedule. I'm just doing my best to upload as much as I can. If I can't, you guys can appreciate that, you'll understand that, but you know that I'm not just going to quit YouTube without telling you guys. I won't see myself quitting ever, but if I did, I would tell you. I wouldn't just stop uploading. So I don't regret it, because I can manage how I release videos, etc. Really, really well, and that'll always be kind of one of my mantras with the channel. Okay, next question comes from Dubstep Creep, who's asked, what would you do if you got a shout out from another channel? If we're talking about kind of a Jacksepticeye style shout out when he got a shout out from PewDiePie, I don't quite know what I'd do, because that is quite well, it's a daunting thought, it'd be a great thought to have. I've kind of had my little 5 seconds of fame a couple of times when my questions have been featured in like videos and things. Like my tweet was featured in a Jacksepticeye video over a year ago. I saw it on Facebook because I actually put a little thing on Facebook saying, oh, my tweet was in a Jacksepticeye video, like on my own personal Facebook page, not on Archer Live. And it came up saying that was a memory like a week ago, and it was like, you have a memory to look back on, this was a year ago. And I was like, what? How is this a year ago? But that happened. And I was also in a Dom is Live Q&A. For those of you who don't know Dom is Live, he's like a GTA 5 news YouTuber. I might have mentioned him before. He did a Q&A, and I asked him a question. I think it was something to do with like what was it? Oh yeah, it was to do with whether he was going to do any Rockstar edited videos when it came out for GTA. I remember him when he answered the question, because him being called Dom is Live and me being called Red Archer Live, he actually said, before he answered the question, he said, I love the live in your name, and I sat there, I was like, he just said that, because somebody messaged me, and they were like, you were in a Dom is Live video. I was like, what? I looked it up, and he's like, I love the live in your name. I was like, no way, he did not just say that. Like almost a bit of a fanboy, but not exactly a fanboy, because, you know, to get mentioned was amazing. But to be featured actually as a proper shout out, I don't know what I'd do, because that'd be amazing, and it'd kind of be a boost from the support that I've seen on Payday 2, because it's shown me that it's possible. I can get a video, I can do something that will go out and people will watch, who aren't just subscribed, but people who just search on YouTube. Because, well, Payday 2 and GTA 5, it feels like I'm doing an update on this every video, but it's literally just on the cusp of 2,000 now, which, again, I don't need to say thanks again, because you know how grateful I am, but I just can't believe how close we are to 2,000, and I hope that carries on with other videos. So if I got another shout out, I would probably just freak out. That's probably the best answer you're gonna get off me. Okay, the next question actually comes from the guy who told me about the Dom is Live video. He actually sent me a message to say I was featuring it. CMW 2000, he was asking if you could bring back one trend from 2015, what would it be? a trend from 2015. You see, the problem with me is I don't really follow trends, and pretty much up until college started, I didn't have much of any kind of style myself. I don't personally think that, and I know I said in the last episode about how my hair was. I never had it in kind of any form of style. I always just had a typical normal fringe where you just kind of got up, brushed it, and that was it. I didn't really do much to it. But if I have a fringe now, if I see myself with a fringe in the mirror, I will literally just be like, hang on, that needs fixing, and I won't leave like my room or wherever it is I see it. I won't leave until I fix that, because I have some kind of hang about it. I don't know why I do, but now I kind of have some form of style in my hair, which at some point I'll show you guys when it's a bit lighter, because I'm filming this right now and it's going dark again, so the lighting would be good, so I'm sorry about that. But at some point when I do use a face cam again, you'll get a better idea of what I mean, because I actually have some form of hairstyle now. But I actually realised that 500 sub Q&A that I did with the face cam, the last time you actually saw me with a face cam was that video, and that video was, I think it's a year ago now, and if it's not, it's very close to a year, which is so scary, because I think I must have done a face reveal before that. And I remember doing that, and everyone in my school taking the mick out of me. That went on for ages. And I always remember there being one point in an IT lesson where literally everybody in the room, in the IT kind of suite thing, everyone went on my channel, everyone put on the face reveal, and everybody was watching it at once. And I just remember the teacher, who I absolutely loved, and I know we both got along so well, he stopped, turned and looked at me and went, "Is that you on YouTube?" And I went, "Yeah, it is, don't remind me," because everybody was watching it. And I just didn't know what to say, because, you know, that awkward moment when somebody kind of puts your video on, everyone's like, "Yeah, let's all watch it at once," because it was kind of in between work. It was like we were waiting for a couple of people to finish off an assessment for GCSE or something, and everyone was just like, "Okay, let's watch it." And I was just sat there like, please don't, please don't. And that's not the only time that's happened. I'm sure you don't mind me going into all this stuff, because you asked me a question and I'm going into it. But this is the worst response to a question, but it's quite good if you want to know more about me. But it's even happened in college now. I mean, last Tuesday, so probably I'm uploading this on a Tuesday, that's the plan. So that'd be a week ago today. I actually had the most awkward / embarrassing / whatever chemistry lesson ever in college, and I know there's people who watch my videos sometimes to take the mick out of them, because, you know, they're not huge fans of the channel. I don't really mind, but they like to have a little bit of a joke about it, which I just kind of laugh it off. But if they are watching this, they'll know what I'm gonna say. And it was basically that somebody brought up the Q&A series that I started doing, and they're like, "Are you gonna do a face cam?" And I was like, "Nah, I don't know. I'm not kind of the vlog type person," because I said that to them because I was like, I don't want them watching it just to kind of laugh at me doing like a face cam, because, you know, that's not a particularly nice thing to do. But it was at that point that someone turned around and was like, "Do you do vlogs?" And I was like, "I don't do vlogs." And then my teacher, who's an absolute loony in the best way possible, turned around and went, "What's a vlog?" And everyone just stared at him and went, "It's when you record your face." And you went, why would you do that? And then someone went, "He's got a YouTube channel." He went, "You've got a YouTube channel?" And everyone just turned around and went, "What?" He went, "He's got a little YouTube channel." And I had to sit there for about 10 minutes explaining what it was, because I was sat there and everyone going, "What's your YouTube channel? What do you do? What's your name? What's da 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 da?" And everything that I didn't answer, somebody else answered for me, which was so awkward. And then all I remember, for those of you who don't know what a splint is in chemistry, it's basically just like a very thin piece of wood that you use to like light like flames and stuff when you're doing experiments. Someone actually took a splint, kind of snapped it in half, wrote "Red Arch Alive" on it, highlighted it, and gave it to me and went, "That's a present for you." And I just, at that point, I just broke down, laughing my head off, because I didn't know what to do anymore, and I just given up, because that was just, oh, crazy. So would I make a trend? No, because I'm not going to get any more kind of, not hate as such, but kind of messing around off people as that I've got now, because the way I am on YouTube already, and the amount of people who know about it and everything, I couldn't bring back a trend, because I don't really know any trends, and that was the worst answer to a question ever. But you know a bit more about me now, so whether you like that or not, I'm assuming that's why you're watching this. So sorry it didn't exactly answer your question, but that covers the best response I can give. Alright, and final question today comes from Hannah the Gingy, who has asked, "When did your channel start?" I started the channel back in September 2014, just after I went back to school for year 11, my final year in school. I'd actually made the channel just before I left in year 10, and started all the kind of my form of hype for it. How far are we off on this recording? Oh dear, I'm about to die in about 30 seconds. That's not reassuring. But let's slow it down. Let's have some slow-mo action. Everyone ready for some slow-mo? I'm probably just gonna reduce the time so much here. There we go. This looks ridiculous. I made it in September 2014, uploaded the first video, but for the first couple of weeks or months or so, I didn't upload very many videos, and a lot of them were pretty bad. I did like the Modern Warfare 3 video. I have to give that credit because I did like that, even though it wasn't fab. And it was just me and my mate Adam, who actually I should do another video with at some point because it was dead fun doing that with him. Just mucking around on MW3, and while the video wasn't very funny, I had a lot of fun making it, and I had a lot of fun uploading it. And maybe 1 or 2 people enjoyed it at some point. I would like to think that was the case, but who knows. But yeah, so the channel's been going for about 18 months now, which is a ridiculous thought. And when it gets to 2 years, I've got to have to do something special because, well, it's 2 years. Not a lot of YouTubers stick around on YouTube for that long, so yeah. Alright, so that concludes this week's Q&A on 5 questions with Archer Live. Makes it sound like some kind of TV program. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. And I've actually only got 4 questions now on my laptop. I can ask people from college, but if you have any questions, please keep sending them. Xbox, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, whatever you want to send me them through, then send me them and I will answer as many as I can. And if we don't have enough next week, I might leave it for a week and do it the next week after that. So I've got a few more questions to mix up and play around with. But I'm sure I could ask a few people in college if you guys don't ask. But I would rather it be subscribers who haven't had a chance to ask before. And there's my death. I would rather have subscribers who haven't asked before to ask me questions. So it just mixes it up and new people get to ask questions. So, like I said, if you did enjoy the video, feel free to give it a like. And other than that, yeah, thank you guys very much for watching. My name is Archer Live, and I'll see you all in the next video.